Let there be light. Hello everybody, it's Meme, your least favorite YouTuber, back again. I don't know what I'm gonna say here. So I've been gone for a little while, as you may or may not have noticed.
And we remember you. We'll remember you.
Probably not though, because, you know, once again, least favorite YouTuber. But I'm back. I have finished my finals, got all A's on them because I'm a responsible adult. Man-child, correction. I'm a responsible man-child and put aside video making for the greater good. And when I say greater good, I also binge the entirety of Steven Universe and some of The Office and Arrested Development. So, you know, always all good stuff, you know, all very important. I also returned home to Florida, which is where I used to live with all my friends and stuff like that. So, here's a little montage of all the good stuff that went down there. None of you dirty coffee goblins here, only intellectual tea drinkers.
Anything on anybody's mind? You know?
Turning your head and you don't know how to get it out. So black and white to me is everything and nothing now. Educate on your state, you can figure out what all these mad headed shatters are on about. How did you just do that?
There you go, Brandon. Hey. And palm trees. This is for Whiterice's glorious return. Yay! The return of Whiterice. Blurry. It adds a nice aesthetic. Don't worry. Final move. Let's see him do it. Oh! Oh!
Completely fails.
I hate your guts. I'm leaving. He has no guts. No, what you gotta do is...
Hey, look, it's Indiana Jones eye. Indiana Jones.
Also, I've gotten into a habit because this guy... We're all recording. Vlog boys. Vlog boys. Iron boys.
Hey, today,
you can never get better.
episode
Vlog boys.
57
Vlog
of
boys.
Minecraft tutorial.
Holla, look at here. Holla. I'm putting that in the video. I'm putting that in the video.
Hi.
This is me.
No, Dragon Ball Z. Bryson.
Yeah.
Bryson, you know how like in Assassin's Creed Unity and the Black Flag they have this random guy, and they're like, you can do this. What if it's Callum? I mean, it's probably not. Does Black Flag have anything to do with the rest? No,
this is not canon. Oh, by the way, just so you know, we just got out of just saying, we all got out of Assassin's Creed.
You know, it's loosely based off of the Assassin thing. We don't really care about Assassin.
We all just got out of Assassin's Creed.
We're all Assassins.
We all just got out of Assassin's Creed.
Creed is senpai. The Creed is senpai. Creed sama.
Hey, I'm a Templar.
The Creed sama.
We just saw Assassin's Creed and it was great. You should watch it.
It was okay.
Fuck the Templar.
I think it was
Okay,
really
wait. This asshole thinks he was
No.
right.
All of us
I
think
agree
it's
with
good.
him. It was good, but it wasn't.
good.
It wasn't
Shut up, don't talk.
I think it was good. I think it was really good. I like the graphics. It wasn't terrible.
It was good, but it wasn't like
great
godlike. Yeah.
It was still good though.
Yeah, it was good.
It was good. It's good. You were confused though.
I'd rate it.
I was a little confused.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Here you go, Bryce. I gotta have something for my video.
Put this in the video.
We're at Universal, by the way. We're heading over to the chocolate thing. It's gonna be good. Oh, that was a long movie in my opinion.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was. Really?
Yeah.
It felt like ages ago.
I mean, it started at 5.
Well,
It felt kind of like a short movie. Yeah.
That's cool. That's where we're going. Right over there. Right to that big old thing.
What happened?
It's closed. It closed it.
Oh, it's fine, Bryson. It's fine, buddy.
Why are there so many people? Why is there so many people in there?
Yeah, those are all the staff members.
So anyway, I am returned to the video making process. I have tons of projects lined up. I'm ready to get back into it. I've already pretty much finished one of the videos I'm about to put this onto, which is meta. But in any case, I'll be back very, very soon. I am planning to return to my one video a week schedule. Not that the 52 people that actually watch them really care, but and half of them are like, oh, follow me, I'll follow you back. But so yeah, I will be returning to my schedule very soon, and I hope you guys will stay tuned, and thank you guys for putting up with it, because I actually put a lot of effort into these, because it's a lot difficult to edit, so I'm glad that you guys stuck around for it, and ciao for now. Enjoy the video. Now, can we be honest? This year was the craziest year for gaming. We saw the release of many classics such as Overwatch, Slime Rancher, and Bad Rats. Just those three, that's it. But on the other side of the spectrum, we got the Unspeakables. But nevertheless, this year was a wild, jacked up ride, and without further ado, here are my top 10 games of the year. Keep in mind though, these are just games that are my personal favorites throughout the year, but bonuses to the games that saw a release in 2016. But these are just games that I have found and enjoyed this year. Coming in at number 10, Watch Dogs 2 impressed me, simply because the game completely and totally outshines its predecessor, which is almost unheard of in most series. Watch Dogs 1 was a jumbled, mismatched mess of a game with a terrible story, but Watch Dogs 2 is almost completely different. The characters have some sass, they speak like normal people, and they refuse to take themselves seriously, which is what it should have been from the beginning. This game is a great example of a game that has shown true and real progression in gameplay and story, all the while just being an actively fun game. Now, coming in at a number 9, we got
It's so obvious.
Help us, help us, help us. Dark Souls 3 is the hardest game on this list, hands down. This game tears you apart and breaks you down, and you will be shaken to the core. I've put 50 hours on this game and I have not beaten it yet. This game can crush you and crush your hopes in an instant because it has no regard for you. It will kill you. But through all that, the final satisfaction of killing a boss, it matches no other. Simply because you know that all your struggles were worth it and you succeeded and you beat that boss. And that's the mark of a truly, truly, truly unbalanced and totally amazing game. Also, it looks pretty too. Coming in at number 8, not only one of my favorite games of the year, but also one of my favorite games period, Just Cause 3. It's got some big booms. Number 7, we got Shadow of Mordor. I don't care what anyone says, this game has one of the most innovative mechanics, despite only coming out in 2014. This game is basically the bastard child of Assassin's Creed, Doom, and Batman, and basically you just get this game. It had some amazing dialogue, story, and visuals, but where this game really shines is in its gameplay. The whole ladder system of enemies forces you to change your playstyle on a dime to fit with the boss's strengths and weaknesses. And that's where the game really gets its charm. Once you start playing, you really don't want to stop, and that is the mark of a good-ass game, with some truly entertaining gameplay, and that's why it's number 7. Coming in at number 6, Sims 3. You can drown people in pools, that's all you really need to know. Done deal. Coming in at number 5, we got Executive Assault. Now, Executive Assault is one of my favorite RTSs because we've seen the whole base building, unit production thing 1,000 times, and it adds to that concept by allowing you to control individual units in a first-person perspective. Something new, praise be Jesus. Please, something new, please. This genre mashing shouldn't work, but somehow it does, and that's all that matters. It's an insanely fun game to play with friends as you surround their base so that they can't make any more units, and then you just taste their tears of salt as they rage quit eventually. However, this game still is in development, but I expect big things from it on its full release, and it's an overall fun RTS that's just a blast to play. At number 4, we got Titanfall 2. Now, Titanfall 2 is my favorite shooter of the year, hands down. This game has such fluid movement system that it feels like it could be replicated in real life. Actually, in fact, it already has. Go. Alright, for real though, I feel like in my previous review of Titanfall, I didn't get enough credit to the story. One of the defining factors of the game is its story mode, in which features so many cool and interesting mechanics, and even though the campaign is only 5 hours long, it's a masterfully put together story with so much variety that it's honestly impressive. Every new level brings in some new mechanic, and it's a blast to play through every time I do go back and play again. Now, the multiplayer is also a huge part of this game. It's almost like the developers, listened to the people's responses and actually improved upon their weaknesses. I know, hard to believe, but it's true. We asked for more customization, boom, loads more skins, loadouts, and Titan types to enjoy. We asked for regular updates, boom, balance changes nearly every week or so. We asked for free DLC, that's right, free DLC, and boom, we got it. This game has truly learned something from its previous title, and it really shows. The game is a blast to play anytime, and I highly recommend it to anyone who likes fast-paced and awesome action. And that's why it's number 4. Taking number 3, we've got Dishonored 2. I am a huge and genuine fan of Dishonored 1, simply because of its innovative level design and gripping and entertaining story. This game takes that and just ramps it up to about a 10. There's so much diversity in the characters, and the levels are so unique in their own rights that it elevates the gameplay to a whole nother level. The play your way system makes its return, as well as the chaos meter. Now, they both go hand in hand because the play your way means there are options to approaching a level. You could sneak into the sewers, jump through the roof, use an elevator shaft, or just outright murder everyone. Now, there are 2 main ways to play. No kills and rampage, and each affects the city in different ways. You kill more people, and more of the infestation of bloodflies will appear. More guards and higher security will appear as well. Not killing anyone or very little people will result in the polar opposite of high chaos. And this is where the replayability comes in. You have so many options to do so many things that it just makes the game all the more fun. The graphics are gorgeous and the combat is flashy and fun to do, not to mention all the new powers and all the cool new enemies. This game has earned my respect as a sequel, and Arcane has once again done an amazing job of telling the tale of Emily Caldwin and Corvo Otano. Coming in at number 2, Ori and the Blind Forest is an interesting story narrative that was rather enjoyable and nostalgic for me because I binged the entirety of Steven Universe. So that's, let me see, gotta calculate, around 22 hours of gameplay. Either that or I just suck. Probably the latter, but anywho, this game is about Ori, a Stitch-looking weird light thing that goes on a journey to save the forest. Now, this game's art is amazing, the colors mesh really well, and the enemies have very unique attack patterns, not to mention the different areas of the game that are a blast to explore, and all the cool secrets and platforming. This game is a truly interesting platforming with some excellent storytelling and all little cool tidbits. This game puts a lot of its emphasis on progression, which is neat because you have certain abilities to get to certain areas early on, and then later you can come back with and be able to do all the stuff previously inaccessible to you. Not to mention the upgrade tree in different areas. All of these amount to a highly enjoyable experience that is hard to put down once you pick it up. And now, my favorite game of the year. Stardew Valley.
What the hell, Bryson?
Thought it'd be good. Shit taste, I'm telling you.
What the actual
You were
better than
I expected better. Alright, calm yourselves. I have good reasons. Stardew Valley has a very deceivingly simple concept. A Harvest Moon style game that focuses on you starting and maintaining a farm. It seems simple, and to some extent, it is, but that's the beauty of it. There's no flashy combat, no extreme violence, no epic story, no amazing dialogue, and fairly simple graphics, but sometimes you need that type of game. Something to take your mind off troubles of the world and just sit back, relax, tend farms, go into town and lose yourself in the rhythm of it all. It's an extremely chill game that has you saying, where did the last 6 hours go? Because when you're playing, it goes by like that. The game has a fairly small map, but it's very condensed and very layered, and it has a very amazing sense of progression that doesn't feel mindless and boring, but instead fun and intuitive. The game has many differences throughout the seasons, and it's really apparent. You get different crop types, your animals start to go out less as the seasons hit fall and winter, and all the trees lose their leaves in winter, only for the game to explode in vibrant color during spring and summer. It gives a sense of wonder that you rarely get nowadays, and it's a joy to play every time I load it up. And with the character in the game only being at 1.1 and still getting updates with massive amounts of content, I'm so excited to see where this game will go in the future. This game is a masterpiece of music, gameplay, visual and atmospheric themes, and character development that I can't help but call it my favorite game of the year. And that's why it's number 1. So those are my top 10 games of the year. I'm really glad I got to show them off, and this has been a very long time coming. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you look forward to a regular video schedule. And ciao.